Deep in the darkness of space, the Sol system drifted quietly. Stars shone faintly as alien scouts approached, scanning for a presence they had not seen in thousands of years. 30,000 years had passed since humans vanished from the known galaxy. Now the aliens had returned, curious and cautious, searching for Earth's lost base. Admiral Therick stood on the bridge of the lead ship, eyes fixed on the sensors. "This sector should hold the ancient base," he said. His officers shook their heads nervously. "All readings are empty." "Admiral," one whispered, "the planets, asteroids, and moons appeared abandoned. No energy signatures, no hidden satellites. Nothing to suggest humans had ever been here." The alien commanders laughed, their voices echoing through the void. "They are gone," one sneered. "Their technology, their base. Nothing remains." The others joined in, mocking the memory of humans. They believed the system weak. Abandoned and easy to claim, confidence filled their ships, arrogance shining brighter than their weapons. Sensors suddenly detected a faint energy blip far in the outer belt. Lieutenant Cora leaned forward. "Admiral, there is something. Small. Hidden." Therick frowned, his pride challenged. "It cannot be." Humans have vanished, but a small part of him felt unease. He ordered the scouts to investigate, moving cautiously through the asteroid field. Their ships glided silently among massive rocks, scanning for life or artificial structures. The blip moved, just slightly, almost like a shadow. Alien scanners picked up faint energy pulses. Rhythmic and controlled. "It is nothing," said one officer. But the tone was uncertain. A deeper fear grew as more readings appeared. Subtle, precise, and intelligent, the alien fleet began to tighten formation, their laughter fading into uneasy silence on the ECS Sentinel. A hidden Terran monitoring station long forgotten stirred to life. Systems that had not powered on for thousands of years hummed quietly. Drones slipped from hidden hangars, sensors activating one by one. No human had been present for millennia, yet the technology still remembered. It remembered the threat, it remembered the aliens, and it remembered its mission. Admiral Therick watched the readings with growing confusion. Small energy pulses danced across the void, appearing and disappearing too fast to track. "What is this?" he demanded. "Report." The scout sensors scrambled, unable to identify the source. "It is moving with intelligence, Admiral. It is not alive, but it thinks." Whispers of fear spread across the bridge. Even the most confident officers felt that something had been waiting for them. Unseen, the aliens moved closer to the center of the asteroid belt. Curiosity mixed with arrogance. They laughed again, though their voices were softer. Questioning their own confidence, sensors picked up more anomalies. Subtle movements too precise to be random. It was as if the base itself had awakened. 30,000 years of waiting had passed, and now the first sign of life appeared. A single pulse, a quiet warning, like a whisper in the darkness of space. The alien fleet did not yet understand. They believed humans had disappeared, their base forgotten. But the silent return was just beginning. The lost system stirred with energy, ancient weapons humming and waiting. And the aliens were about to learn the first lesson of what they had ignored for 30,000 years. Admiral Therick frowned, gripping his console. Something was watching, something was calculating. And the laughter of his fleet slowly faded. Replaced by unease, the humans may have vanished. But their legacy, their technology, and their cunning remained, and in the silence of space, the lost base was no longer gone. It was awake, it was aware, and it was ready to strike. The alien fleet moved deeper into the asteroid belt, scanning carefully for signs of the lost human base. Admiral Therick's pride was high, but a small seed of doubt had begun to grow. Sensors flickered with strange readings, tiny pulses of energy appearing and disappearing in patterns too precise to be natural. Lieutenant Kor leaned over the console. "Admiral, the readings." "They are intelligent," he said quietly. Farrak waved his hand dismissively. "Impossible. Humans are gone," he said. But the feeling of unease settled over the bridge, spreading to every officer. A sudden pulse erupted near the edge of the asteroid field. One scout ship disintegrated instantly. Vaporized by a hidden force, alarms screamed, lights flashed. And the remaining ships froze in shock. "What? What just happened?" shouted one officer, panic in his voice. Another sensor officer stammered, "It is not a ship, Admiral. It is energy." "Controlled?" "Precise." The alien commanders looked at each other nervously, realizing their arrogance might have cost them dearly. The ECS Sentinel, a hidden Terran station, had activated fully, drones extended silently from hangars long forgotten, their sensors scanning the alien fleet. Energy emitters powered up, shields glowing faintly, and automated weapon systems hummed with anticipation. No humans had been present for 30,000 years, yet the station systems operated perfectly. It remembered the mission, it remembered the threat, and it was ready to defend. The alien fleet fired blindly into the darkness, beams of energy cutting through asteroids, but the pulses from the hidden base intercepted them, deflecting and absorbing the attacks. One cruiser exploded as a wave of energy tore through its hull. The aliens panicked, confusion spreading like wildfire. They had expected nothing, and now they faced something beyond their understanding. "This is a trap," one officer shouted, fear finally breaking through the arrogance. The ECS Sentinel deployed its first wave of automated drones. Small, fast, and deadly, they swarmed into the alien fleet, striking engines and weapons with precision. The aliens laughed at first, calling it insignificant. But then another scout ship disintegrated, followed by a larger frigate. Chaos spread across the fleet, formations breaking apart as they tried to understand the source. The pulses came from everywhere, moving with intelligence and purpose. It was as if the lost base itself was alive, calculating and punishing. Admiral Farrak's voice shook for the first time. "Concentrate all firepower on the source." But the aliens were already trapped in a web of unseen energy, unable to escape. Drones and automated weapons struck with surgical precision. Engines failed, weapons overloaded, shields collapsed. The Armada realized their overconfidence had been a grave mistake. Something human or made by humans was controlling the battlefield, and it had been waiting for them silently for 30,000 years. A low hum filled the void as hidden railguns powered up in the base. Energy beams lit the darkness, streaking across space with deadly intent. Alien ships tried to retreat, but energy nets blocked their path, trapping them in pockets of destruction. The first wave of casualties sent the fleet into disarray. Officers shouted frantic orders, but the base anticipated every move. It was a ghost, a weapon, and a warning all at once. And the aliens had no idea how powerful it truly was. Captain Elena Cross, though long gone from human memory, had left behind a silent legacy. The base acted with intelligence, precision, and patience. It punished arrogance, it tested the intruders, and it reminded the galaxy that humans were never truly gone. The first warning had been delivered, loud and deadly, and the alien commanders finally understood that underestimating humans, even lost humans, could cost an entire armada. Deep within the asteroid belt, the lost human base stirred silently. For 30,000 years, it had waited, its systems dormant. Now, sensors detected the alien fleet. Intruders in its territory, automated hangars opened slowly, revealing hidden Terran warships, small fighters, stealth drones, and heavy railgun vessels emerged. Their hulls polished, their weapons humming with energy. No human had been present for millennia. Yet the base remembered, calculated, and prepared. The alien fleet noticed the movement too late. "What is that?" One officer shouted, panic in his voice. Energy pulses shot from the asteroids, striking the closest ships. Shields failed instantly, engines exploded. And metal twisted in the void. The aliens could not believe what they saw. A base thought lost had become a fortress, and it was alive. Controlling its defenses with intelligence far beyond their understanding, drones darted through space, moving faster than any alien scout could track. They struck engines, weapons, and communications nodes. Alien officers shouted frantic commands, but every move was anticipated. The base's AI adjusted attacks instantly, coordinating every strike. Large railguns powered up. Firing with deadly accuracy, ships exploded one after another, orange and blue fire lighting the void. The alien fleet faltered, trying to regroup. Their formations collapsed as panic spread like wildfire. From deep inside the base, the main control room activated. Systems long silent now pulsed with life. Energy flowing through every conduit. The AI spoke in calm, human voices. "You came too late," its words echoed in the minds of the alien commanders. Fear spread faster than the fire of their own weapons. Every alien ship became a target, every maneuver predicted. It was as if the base itself were a living warrior, and the aliens were facing an opponent they could never understand. Fighters emerged from hidden hangars, moving with perfect coordination. Stealth drones struck the rear of alien ships. Tearing engines apart, railgun cannons fired from asteroids, hitting command vessels at long range. The fleet tried to retreat, but energy nets blocked every path. Explosions tore ships into fragments, beams of light dancing across the dark void. Admiral Therick's confidence shattered, disbelief flashing in his eyes. "How can this be?" He whispered, "The humans are gone," he thought. Yet they strike as if alive. The base continued its assault, unrelenting and precise. Drones moved faster than the eye could follow. Striking at every weak point, energy beams cut through alien hulls. Shields overloaded and exploded. The aliens realized they had underestimated humans again. Even after 30,000 years, the legacy of humanity was deadly. Their knowledge, strategy, and technology endured, and now it was exacting vengeance on those who thought they were gone. From deep inside the asteroid belt, massive railguns fired simultaneously. Ships disintegrated in bursts of fire. Engines vaporized instantly. The aliens attempted warp jumps, but hidden systems scrambled their drives. Panic consumed the armada. Confusion and fear dominating every bridge. The lost base had awakened fully. It was a fortress, a weapon, and a warning. And the galaxy would soon remember that humans never truly disappeared. Captain Elena Cross may have vanished from history, but her creation lived on, a testament to human ingenuity and foresight. The alien fleet was learning the hard way that no one could forget Earth, and the silent return had just begun. The lost base was alive, aware, and ready. And the first wave of destruction was only the beginning. The alien fleet was in chaos. Ships flared with explosions as railgun fire tore through engines and hulls. Drones swarmed around their formations, striking with deadly precision. Admiral Therick shouted frantic orders, trying to regroup his scattered forces. But the lost human base anticipated every move. Energy nets blocked escape paths. Automated defenses struck relentlessly. Ships erupted into fire faster than the aliens could react. Fighters from the hidden hangars attacked from above and below. Stealth drones disabled weapon systems silently. Command vessels were obliterated, leaving the rest of the fleet leaderless. The aliens' arrogance crumbled as fear spread across every bridge. "This cannot be." One officer screamed, another shouted, "They are everywhere." How is this possible? The base's AI acted like a perfect strategist. Every attack calculated, every strike timed to perfection. From deep within the asteroid belt, hidden railguns fired again. Ships disintegrated in bursts of light, engines vaporized instantly. The alien armada faltered, unable to maintain formation. Energy beams from automated drones struck shields repeatedly. Explosions lit up space in blinding flashes. The aliens tried desperate maneuvers. But the base anticipated them. Escape routes were blocked. And warp engines scrambled by hidden interference. Panic consumed the armada. Confusion spreading faster than the fire of their own weapons, Admiral Farragut gritted his teeth. Disbelief and fear consuming him. "Concentrate all firepower," he yelled, but even their heaviest weapons could not penetrate the defenses. Drones moved with lightning speed, avoiding every beam, striking back with deadly accuracy. The base's hidden systems pulsed with energy. Every corner of the asteroid belt became a killing ground. The alien fleet was breaking apart, one ship at a time. Their pride and arrogance had turned into devastation. Explosions erupted across the void, orange and blue fire streaking in all directions. Engines tore apart, shields overloaded, hulls shattered. Ships collided in panic, creating more chaos. The fleet tried to flee, but each jump was intercepted, each path blocked. Energy pulses tore through even the fastest vessels. Commanders realized too late they had underestimated humans. The lost base was more than a station. It was a fortress, a weapon, and a ghost from history. The drones and automated fighters moved as one. No human hands were present, yet the precision was perfect. Ships that had once been feared across the galaxy were destroyed silently. The alien armada had crumbled in mere minutes. Even survivors were badly damaged. Their morale shattered completely. The base had awakened fully. It struck with intelligence and planning no alien could match. And the galaxy would remember this day for eons. Admiral Farragut's last hope faded as he watched his fleet destroyed. His voice was barely a whisper. We cannot fight this." The remaining ships scattered, fleeing in shame and fear. The lost human base disappeared from sight again, cloaked by centuries-old technology. Its purpose fulfilled, its legacy intact. The silent return had demonstrated the true power of humanity. Even after 30,000 years, humans could not be forgotten. And the aliens had learned the cost of arrogance. Captain Elena Cross may have been long gone, but her creation had rewritten the battle. The lost base had proven that humanity's legacy survived. It reminded the galaxy that humans were clever, prepared, and deadly. And the alien armada would never underestimate Earth again. The silent return was only the beginning, and the legend of humans would continue to grow. Even unseen, even silent, humanity remained invincible. The remnants of the alien fleet fled the asteroid belt, battered, broken, and afraid. Engines smoking, hulls cracked, pride shattered. The lost human base faded from view, cloaked by technology that had lasted 30,000 years. Captain Elena Cross may have been long gone, but her creation lived on, silent, vigilant, and deadly. Lieutenant Corps scanned the battlefield, eyes wide in awe. "All enemy ships are retreating, Admiral." "They cannot fight anymore," he said. Farragut sat in stunned silence. Realizing the truth, he had underestimated humans. Even after millennia, he had mocked the lost base, thinking it powerless, and now he understood the cost of arrogance. The hidden Terran base powered down its main weapon systems. Drones retracted into hangars, energy pulses slowed. Yet the sensors remained active, watching, calculating, and ready. No human crew was needed, yet the base acted as if alive. Its purpose was clear: protect, defend, and remind the galaxy of human ingenuity. Across the stars, whispers spread among alien races. Stories of the silent return reached distant planets. Of a base thought lost that awakened after 30,000 years. Of a fleet destroyed without a single human hand in sight. Humans had vanished from history, yet their legacy was stronger than ever. The galaxy now knew that Earth's defenders could not be erased. The surviving aliens sent messages of surrender, pleading for mercy. Your species. We underestimated. Forgive us. The base remained silent, its presence a warning. Captain Elena's voice echoed faintly in the eye, calm, firm, and unwavering. Leave Terran space and do not return, it said. Earth is not weak. And humans are never gone. The aliens retreated, shame and fear in every command. They would never forget the lesson learned in the asteroid belt. On distant colonies and secret human stations, the story would become legend, even unseen. Humanity's power had been proven, intelligence, strategy, and preparation had defeated arrogance and pride. The lost base had reminded the galaxy that humans were never simple, and even when silent for millennia, they were deadly. Lieutenant Kor looked at the control panels, awe in his eyes. It is incredible, he whispered. The Admiral nodded quietly, still stunned. The humans. Even gone, they remain unbroken, he said, the base powered down fully. Energy flows settling like a heartbeat in the void. It waited, always alert, always ready, for the galaxy would not stop testing humanity. Other species would challenge them, some stronger, some faster. But humanity had already proven that it was clever, prepared, and unstoppable. The stars shone silently above the asteroid belt. Calm after the storm, the lost base had fulfilled its purpose. The silent return had demonstrated that even after 30,000 years, humans could strike, defend, and survive. Legends would grow in the galaxy of a species that disappeared but never truly left. And the aliens would speak in whispers, telling their children about the day the lost human base awakened. And humanity remained unseen, yet invincible. A force to be respected, feared, and never underestimated again. Captain Elena Cross may have faded into history, but her creation ensured that the story of humans would endure forever, unseen, unchallenged, unbroken. And the galaxy would know that even ghosts of humanity could still strike. And in the silence of space, Earth's defenders waited patiently. Always ready, always vigilant, always human.